Welcome back. Welcome back. This video today is going to be about how to effectively raise your credit score. First thing we have to do is find where we spend unnecessary money and try to eliminate those expenses, bringing more money to spend towards your credit and to uplift your credit score. Surround yourself with people with the same goals and as ambitions as you do. If you have a team that's following you or a team who's keeping you in order, it makes it a whole lot easier to stay on track. Find ways to earn extra money. Me personally, I would recommend Instacart or something where you are your own boss. You control your hours so that you won't become bored, tired, frustrated, don't want to do it no more. Find something like that. Find a credit monitoring app, website such as Credit Karma as a tool to use to monitor your credit. Set up a plan to execute each month. All right, so we're going to talk about surrounding yourself with positive people and things that moves you. Okay, so when I say surround yourself with positive people, there's a group on Facebook and Navy Federal Union Fans Club. If you're part of Navy Federal, or if you would like to be part of Navy Federal, or if you just want to see the things that Navy Federal offer its members, man, this group here is awesome. These people here show you exactly what it is Navy Federal approve you of. They let you know about the pre-qualifications, just things that help you on your journey or our journey to become homeowners or get better credit, or whatever it is you want to do with your credit once you raise your score. So that's why I say surround yourself with great people. I'll try to put the link down for the group in the comments. You can join the group. Man, it's awesome. The next thing I say is find a way to decrease spending of unnecessary money. Meaning, if you go out to eat, if you buy shoes, whatever it is that you do that you overly do, and you know that you can cut back from doing it, try to cut back a little bit, because I don't want you living your life bored, but try to cut back a little bit so that you can have more money to apply to your credit and things of that sort. Find ways to earn extra income. Me, I suggest trying to do something such as if you drive, you can do Lyft, Uber, Instacart, shop. I mean, these are just some of the ideas I have as far as working for someone or working for yourself at your own pace and your own schedule, so you don't become bored, tired, and frustrated with the work. I will also say find a credit monitoring system, far as, or app, website, far as Credit Karma. That's the one I use, so that's the only one that I can really suggest. It's free. It'll give you a tools to, what you need to do, what you need to pay. They have a simulator on there where um, it'll show you if you pay this much, then your score go up to this, and that will and boost your courage, and it'll show you what you're working towards. So you're not just paying down credit saying, okay, I want to do this and I want to do that, but you don't have nothing to say, okay, if you do this, then this will happen. If you find something that can give you that push, just that little push to say, okay, like me, I started at 498, 489. I can't even remember where I started at. My credit score done went up. But my credit score now is at a 588, and that's because the simulator shows me if I pay this, then this will happen. If I do this, then this will happen. Now, 588 is not a high score, but it's enough to get you in the door. And I'll tell you about things that the 588 did for us, the Navy Federal, and the cards I received, the offer I received, and how I was able to move my credit cards to one card, and then that's all I pay is Navy Federal. I don't have, well, I still have the cards, of course, because it helps my credit utilization. So since I don't use those cards, and I just try to pay down my Navy Federal card at this point, then my credit utilization will go down, and I won't have to worry about each month trying to pay 4 or 5 different bills. I can pay one. Well, actually, I have two because I have 2 Navy Federal cards. So I say, find a plan or set up a plan and execute it each month. Meaning, if you use Credit Karma has a spot on there where it shows you all your collection accounts. It shows you your credit card utilization. It shows you a simulator to get your score up. It shows you the most important thing far as this credit, and that's when your credit card will post your balance. You have a due date and you have a date when your credit card posts to the credit bureaus. You want your due date because you want to pay it before that date, but you want the date that they report. So one or two things. The first thing is you can pay more money onto your card before they report it. The other thing is you want to be able to pay before, or not spend or use the card before they report your utilization. Okay, you can pay your card or pay your balance before the statement date, and then use your card, and then it defeats the purpose because they're going to report that whatever the balance is on your statement, right? um if you use the card, try to pay the balance off in full. If not, make sure you bring your utilization, or you bring down the payments lower than a month before. That'll bring your utilization down. That'll work you towards paying the card off. Check your credit report for errors or accounts that's not yours. Um, I say dispute the things that's not yours. If you look in your collections account and you check and you see that you have a collection from 6-7 years ago, some credit places will show you, or credit websites will show you when this will fall off your credit. If it's due to fall off your credit soon, if it's been 7 years, or if it's still on your credit and it's been 8 years, you can also call or send a message to the credit bureaus to have it removed. It's old. Just not doing your credit no justice. It's just there. And if it's a new collection, call the collection company. Whoever it is, Credit Karma will actually have the phone numbers to the collection companies that's on your report. You can call them, get a settle in full balance. I say settle in full, because once you settle it in full, you can also ask for a deletion letter, or most of the time they'll just delete it anyway. So I'm not sure about, you know, what avenue to go with that, but I wouldn't say just settle, because if you settle, it's going to show that you paid it, but it's going to still sit right there for sure if you just settle. Find out the date that your statement is printed or produced. That's the date where they're going to report to the credit bureau. You have a due date, which you need to pay your credit card by that due date so you don't accrue any fees, late fees, anything like that. But the statement date is a couple of days after the due date. And if you pay the balance, or you pay your minimum before the due date, then you can also add more payments before the statement date, and then whatever the balance is when it's time to produce your statement is the amount that they will report to your credit bureaus. I always recommend Navy Federal for trying to obtain a card that will let you transfer your balance at a 0% introductory rate on balance transfer. Meaning, once you transfer your cards over to this card, then it won't be no interest on it for 6 months or 12 months, or however you get the whatever you get the card for. You won't pay no interest on it. So I recommend Navy Federal because, like I said, if you check this group out and you see the things that Navy Federal offer, most time they offer you enough money on your credit card to where you can transfer all your other cards to, if you have like low to mediocre balances on these cards. I had 2 cards that was $500 a piece. I was able to transfer both of those cards over to my Navy Federal card, and I also had a card that was $1,300 that I also transferred over to my Navy Federal card. So now that I have those 3 cards paid for, I now only pay Navy Federal a month, or each month, for that balance versus paying all of them, which is probably come out cheaper. I haven't got a bill from Navy Federal yet, but I'm almost for certain that it's cheaper. Now I just want to thank you all for watching the video. Like it, subscribe, share it. Now when you subscribe to the video, or when you subscribe to the channel, make sure you tap that little bell and click on all, so whenever I upload a video, you will know I uploaded it. You can watch it, you can comment on it. Actually, I need for people to comment, and if you have any questions about the credit, or if you have any questions about the avenue I took, or if you got any suggestions, because I'm still open for suggestions and I'm still trying to figure this thing out. Man, just leave a comment at the bottom. I appreciate it. Thank you. Until next time.